Hey y'all, what's goody? I'm your host Davisha and welcome back to the Chocolate Hour. Today we have an extraordinary woman who has healing hands. She have a new take on teas. Oop, don't call it a tea. Alright, help me in welcoming my mother, Denise. Hey, what's goody, what's Gucci?
Hello, daughter, I'm fine.
Okay, so to start, I just want us to give the folks a little bit more detail into Don't Call It a Tea.
Okay, so Don't Call It a Tea was derived from my sister, who was on a previous season being diagnosed with breast cancer. So a few years ago, a coworker of mine told me about how she used herbs when she was diagnosed with cervical cancer. And she was just telling me the benefits that she got from the herbs. This was before my sister was diagnosed, but my mother passed away from lung cancer. So when my sister got diagnosed, it was kind of devastating. And I was just on this mission to find herbs that was going to help cure her cancer. I know it sounds like outlandish, but that was my mindset. The more I looked into herbs, the more I learned about the medicinal value that they have, Ayurvedic practices that were used, which is kind of equivalent to big pharma today. So, you know, back before medicines were made by man, centuries and centuries ago, the people used herbs to cure diseases, and I'm not saying that I'm curing anything, but that's what was used. So that's what brought all of this into fruition.
Okay. I like the explanation and I like the story behind it, which I already knew, but this is news to y'all, okay? So with Don't Call It a Tea, what is your goal? Like, where are you headed? Where do you see this going, and what do you want it to become?
So the goal is first to get all of the tax checked that I need to get checked to get it out to the public. Mm-hmm. That's step one, because of course you have your regulatory requirements and laws that you have to abide by. Right. So I want to have my herbal infusion blends. That's why we call it Don't Call It a Tea. I would love to have them sold in stores. Mm-hmm. I would love to have local partnerships and just have like something that I can pass down for generations, and you know, it's something that can provide good natural sources.
Right.
I have to be careful with the way I word this stuff because I don't want people coming after me. But good natural sources and resources for people to use during times of ailment, or you know, I have a blend sleepy time that helps people who fight insomnia or have problems going to sleep.
Right.
I just want to put a natural, healthy resource out there. I'm not a big medicine person myself, right. And if there's any holistic way that I can remedy whatever I'm going through, then that's the route that I would like to take.
Right, and growing up, my mom, like, that's something big with me too. Medicine is literally not my thing, but since she's created these infusions and we've been going through testing them and giving them trials, like,
for 3 years.
For 3 years, I will say, like, that what is nighty-night will knock you the fuck out, for real. Like, I have problem with insomnia because I'm one of them people who, like, always feel like I need to be on the run. I kind of get that from my mom too. Like, I always feel like I need to be doing something. I always feel like if I'm sitting down, then like something, I gotta get up and I gotta do something. So Nighty Night literally took me on this road of like being knocked the fuck out. Like, it was like Mike Tyson, for real. Out of all of your teas,
Mike Tyson.
I want you to let us know about each of your, not teas, I keep calling it tea,
I was gonna say, don't call it a
tea. Whenever I call it a tea, y'all watching this, call me out, because it's not a tea, babe. It's an herbal infusion. I want you to let everybody know about each one that you have and what it's for. Kind of give us a little synopsis.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want this?
So, sure. So what we have here, these aren't all of the blends that I've put together. This is a prototype, y'all. So I know like right now, the names of the blends are hard to read, but this one is Peace of Mind, which I'm just gonna have to read from. Can somebody please give me my readers?
Or do you want me to read it?
Please read it.
Okay, y'all,
I'm
let's
getting
get
old.
it.
Eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Peace of mind. It says, peace of mind promotes calmness and alleviates stress, tension, and anxiety brought on by life challenges.
So Peace of Mind, some of the people that tried Peace of Mind, it of course depends, it works on people differently. But the target is for those who suffer from anxiety or just have had a stressful day. It's kind of like it's going to ease you. It's going to put you in a calm state. Somebody that tried it, it even put her in such a calm state that she was able to get a good night's rest. So it works on people differently, but that's what the target for Peace of Mind is. It's going to calm you, and you are going to feel it calming come
Yes.
over you.
Yes.
So, spicy season. This, I'm excited about this blend because this blend is a blend that me and my daughters actually came up with. So, Devonay, my middle child, the director of the Chocolate Hour, the artiste, she loved a hot cinnamon blend. And this is a holiday blend. You don't have to explain that one,
I'm
Daisha.
still holding.
And she basically said that she didn't feel like there could be a better tasting tea. So I took it as a challenge and played around with some ingredients, and from that we came up with this spicy season blend. It has cinnamon, ginger, crushed red pepper, lemon balm, hibiscus, their orange peel.
Yeah.
There might be another ingredient I can't remember off the top of my head, but this blend right here, baby, it is so nice. If you like hot cinnamon tea, you're gonna love spicy season.
Yeah, 'cause spicy season hits something different. You get that spice, you get everything nice, you get that citrusy little flavor in the background, the woodsy, natural flavor. Like, it's a must get.
It's nice. I'm proud
sure.
of it. I'm really proud
Yeah.
of it. Nighty Night, Davisha kind of explained it to you. So this is the blend that is going to, I use a natural sedative in this blend. I use valerian. So, and I also mix it with some other relaxants. So that's where that knock you the fuck out comes from. Now I will tell you, everybody, it doesn't, like I had somebody try it who has suffered from insomnia her entire life. It didn't knock her out, but it put her in a relaxing state so that she wasn't feeling the angst and the anxiety of not being able to go to sleep when it was time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So it worked for her. It just didn't knock her out.
I mean, it says Nighty Night provides relaxation and eases agitation to induce sleep and provide a good night's rest. So she did get a benefit from it, which is the relaxation part.
Did.
And it will hit people differently. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of like tinier, petite. I also let it steep a little longer than it instructs, or than it instructed. So, yeah, I did that to myself. Like,
Oh, I'm not gonna go through all the blends, but
Okay.
we'll make the information available because I feel like I'm being winded and talking a lot. So this Never Tired, this is an energy blend that I put together. So I'm not gonna try to say that like don't drink your caffeine or don't take them energy drinks and take this, but that was kind of the goal for me. I depended heavily on caffeine and coffee, and this energy blend, I put it together in hopes to wean me away from that, which it did.
yeah.
But what I found with this energy blend, and what I even kind of warn people about on the label, is don't take this if you're gonna be sedentary. Don't take this if you're gonna be sitting down. you want to take this when you are going to be physically active and you're going to be like up and moving, because that is what this blend targets. I'm gonna let David should read it.
This one says, never tire reduces fatigue and improves mental and physical endurance, which it does.
Yes, so I use an adaptogen in this blend, and for those of you who may not be into herbs, an adaptogen just basically helps your body adapt to whatever adaptogen herb is targeted for. A lot of people know about ashwagandha and the benefits of that. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen. I just kind of play with a few more. I do use a ashwagandha in some of my blends, but it's not in this one.
Okay. So aside from the teas, for just a smidge, I want you to kind of give the folks a little background in you beyond the teas. What do you do? Who are you? Let the folks know.
Yeah, I'm on this journey called life that we are all on, and
No handbook, just trial and error.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I have to give myself grace for those previous chapters in my life that I'm not so proud of, and move forward, learn the lessons, and just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. Trying to help you all with your projects. We're gonna build a brand, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be a dynasty coming out of me and mine. But you know, that's where I'm at. Constantly learning.
Okay, constantly learning. So aside from that as well, what are your other interests? I know that you like to make jewelry. I know you like to do your blends, but outside of that?
So I haven't started making jewelry yet.
Right.
Devin, they bought me a kit for Christmas years ago, and that is the goal. Like, after this project, I've tampered with it a little bit, but that's a passion of mine because I love accessories.
Yeah.
I remember when I was little, my mother was always wearing accessories, and I never did. Like, I'm just now starting to accessorize within these last few years. My passion will be public speaking and management, you know, because I feel like this is going to sound kind of cocky, and it's not meant this way, but when I speak, people listen.
I mean, pop your shit.
Not in that manner, and I don't take advantage of situations or things like that, but you know, God instilled gifts and talents in all of us, and when you don't understand your purpose and you know your path and things like that, it can be confusing. I think that's one thing that causes anxiety. I want to plug this book, but we'll come back to it.
Okay.
But I would love to tell people my story and the things that I overcome. And, you know, because like the highest grade I went to was 6th grade in school. I dropped out of school, I don't know. I think I was around 13. You know what I'm saying? I never went to high school, never went to college, but I've accomplished things. I haven't done near as much as I would love to do, but I accomplished things that I never thought I would accomplish in life. Like, I remember being 15, 16, and my goal was to get Section 8 and move to the good project. You know what I'm saying? So I would just love to uplift other people with my story, and I know that I'm going to build on. You know, I know that this is not it for me.
Right.
So I will have more like stories of overcome accomplishments and, you know, those type of things that I could share. But public speaking is what I would really love to do.
Right. I will let y'all know secretly, low key, high key, but low key on the low low. Mama, she's working on a blog, and with the blog, y'all will be very inspired, I'm sure, because all of the stories that my mom has to share are stories of triumph and stories that will literally, that are very relatable to the point to where you feel like you were going through it, and you feel like you pulled through, you feel like you fought, you feel like you had the power to survive, and to literally bring yourself to this point in life where you feel at ease, you have so much peace, and you have so much love within yourself, for yourself, and beyond, to the point to where you start doing things like this. You are a natural healer. So you're naturally gravitating to things that heal folks mentally, spiritually, emotionally, internally, and externally. So I like it. I like to see the growth. I loved seeing my mom's evolution. And yeah, I just hope that y'all enjoy this journey and enjoy her journey as well. Okay, so with the blends that you have out, I've already asked.
They're not out yet. I'm sorry.
No, that you have out already.
Oh, okay.
I've already kind of asked the questions of where you see it going, but I also want to know the ups and downs with creating them, because with creating Spicy Season, it took like 3 times to find the perfect flavor, the perfect color, because I feel like it's not all about just putting things together just because you want to make a blend. It's about the color, it's about the flavor, it's about the aroma, it's about how it make you feel when you're drinking it. Like, you let us know what's good.
Okay, so I'm not claiming to be an herbalist. That's another goal, though. But there's so much research that goes into it. So like I said, all of these blends, the herbs that I work with, I've researched them for the past 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a little over 3 years. Because, so there are so many medicinal attributes that herbs have. They can contraindicate with medications that you're taking, like valerian root cannot be given to children under 10. I think the only blend that's safe for pregnant and breastfeeding mothers is Spicy Season, because a lot of my herbs pregnant women can't use.
Right.
Women who breastfeed can't use. Some of the herbs that I use, like people taking medications for depression, and like you have to be really careful. That's one of the things that kind of have me nervous, because like you can't just put stuff out there. Like when you're dealing with this type of stuff, the herbs and everything, you can't just throw things together and put it out there for the public to take, because it's, to me, the earth provides us with everything we need to survive. Like, and that's why back in the day, centuries and centuries ago, they practiced Ayurvedic techniques. They used herbs as medicine. So, this journey's been, it's been interesting. Never really, I would joke and be like, oh, I'm gonna get my blends out there. And I always refer to them as blends and infusions. And I would always joke with them and be like, don't call it a tea. And that's where the name came from, because I'm trying to set myself apart from, I'm not going to say competitors, because I'm not trying to compete with nobody.
Period.
Let's make that clear.
Her.
It's not a competition.
No.
I'm just trying to get my piece of the pie.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to give people healthy alternatives to remedy things that they, may be feeling. Mm-hmm. Did I answer your question?
I mean, you answered my question and many other questions, but hey, we need all the information we can get. Also, I want to ask, okay, we're not looking at competition or anything like that, but I do want the folks to know what sets your blends apart. Of course, it's all natural and everything like that, but what sets your blends apart from the teas that people can go and just like pick up from the stores?
One thing that sets them apart is that they are made by me.
Exactly.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Another thing that sets them, I don't know what sets them apart, honestly, and I don't want to put that message out there like that.
Yeah.
They know, like I'm big on the words that you put out into the universe. I don't put tea leaves in any of my blends. These are all straight herbs and spices that I have over the years, like I know how to measure them into the bag. So I think that's what would set me apart, like the actual like making of a bag of my herbal infusions.
I also feel like another thing that would set you apart is the naturalness of it. I mean, everybody can say, oh, this is natural, this is natural, this is natural. But we literally have the proof here that my mom's blends are natural. Everything that she uses is natural licorice root. You have the natural licorice root there. Like, I feel like this shit is very natural. I also feel like personally, and like as you all will learn when you start to purchase them and really invest your money into something as natural and real and raw as this, you understand that my mom had feeling hands. And she did not work on this for 3 years for nothing. She really did her research. She really dug deep and found a way to allow the naturalness and healthiness to be enjoyable for y'all to intake.
Yeah, and like you said, like it's important to me. Like I even looked at coloring, and you know, I looked at the type of herbs that I was putting together. I looked at, you know, flavor. How does it taste? One thing I will say, like you've seen us removing the lids when we were drinking ours, it is very important for my blends. I highly recommend that you steep them. So you want to put them in whatever cup you put it in, preferably glass, because a lot of plastics have chemicals. But you're going to use boiling water. You're going to put it in your cup and you're going to steep it. So my directions even tell you that. You want to make sure that you cover the lid, but that's where you get all of the medicinal values from the herbs. That's where the herbs, the nutritional value from the herbs are extracted, because not only are you getting like natural, like some of these herbs are full of vitamins and minerals. Like you are going to get you a healthy dose, and each one of my bags can be used up to 3 times, refrigerated up to 3 days. And this is how, and I'm gonna open this bag and empty the contents, but this is a spicy season after we've used it once. That's actually the blend that we're drinking now. But as you can see, like these things are loaded. So you're getting a lot of nutritional value on top of whatever medicinal attributes the herbs provide.
Okay.
I don't even know if I answered.
Hey, we just vibing. It's
I'm
okay.
rambling.
We
I feel like I'm
vibing.
rambling.
We chilling. Okay, so what is a life tip that you want to give off to the folks before we dip off?
So a life tip would be, okay, for me, this is I'm trying to think of how I want to put this. So I feel like in my life, I was presented with a lot of obstacles, a lot of hurdles. You know, life was not easy, you know, but I feel like I turned all of those obstacles and hurdles into lessons. I took them lessons and made them bricks. So this is going to be an analogy. I took them bricks and I built a foundation. You know, and I don't have a lot, so I'm not saying it like that, but I will. But with each lesson that I've learned in life, I used it, you know, to get myself further. I never let anything stop me.
Right.
And y'all know, you know, a lot of the lessons too was self-inflicted wounds. You know what I'm saying? Like dumb shit that I did, but I recovered from it. You know what I'm saying? So keep pushing, you know, like don't let anything get you down. You know, like build a foundation for yourself. Stay mentally strong, especially nowadays. There are so many people out here suffering in silence and, you know, letting their mental win, like fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's a piece of advice you would give to your younger self, looking back, like in the position that you are in now?
So, you know, I have a lot of struggles with my younger self. You know what I'm saying? I tell my kids all the time, I'm going to try not to get emotional. I'm not really an emotional person, but I still hurt for young Denise because she went through so much, you know. I would tell her everything is going to be okay.
You need a break?
I'm good.
What's a fashion tip you would give off to the folks?
A fashion tip, I think a fashion tip, you don't have to spend $1 million to look like $1 million, you know what I'm saying?
Boo.
You don't have to spend all that money. making them rich people richer. They don't give about you. But, you know, I mean, I like luxury and things like that, but yeah, I don't know if I would be into all the Louis Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like all that, just because one, how I am, and two, like they already rich. You know, like
Yeah.
I can get something and put that shit together and look fly.
Exactly.
So,
Hey.
yeah, like to each their own. If you like it, I love it for you, but yeah, you don't have to spend a lot to look good.
Okay, and then last but not least, out of all of your blends, which blend would you recommend first and foremost? Like, what's your favorite?
My favorite blend, honestly, is Peace of Mind. That blend also holds, you know, near and dear space for me in my heart. But I love the flavor of it. That lavender, like if you're a lavender fan, like I use lavender in it. It is so calming. It tastes really good. They all taste really good. They all have like a natural flavor. You're gonna love these if you ever try them. But I even have a cold case blend, y'all. Cold case is for people who are suffering from cold and allergies. I'm sorry, I digress.
Hey.
But Peace of Mind, that's my favorite blend.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the podcast. I enjoyed your company, Mama. Before we dip off, let the folks know where they can go to follow you, keep up with you, and also when they get to the point to where you're selling your blends, where they can go to purchase those.
So I don't follow the blend. Like I have an Instagram page called Don't Call It a Tea that we are working on. I have it. I have the name, but we gotta build the page up and things. As far as following me, like I'm sorry, I don't really care for people to follow me. Even my Instagram page is private. When I start like doing more public things, then you know I'll have something for people to follow. But right now, like I live a boring life. There's nothing to follow. So, you know, follow my children because they have some amazing things that they are working on. That would be what my wish would be like. Follow y'all and you know, support my children. That's what I prefer.
Thank you. Well, I'm your host. Y'all can follow me at She Before you dip off, give me a hug, give me some love.
I love you, baby.
I love you more. All right, y'all. Whew.